Hey guys, welcome back to TRG. I'm Sydney, and today I'm checking out the Xebex Trekker 4000. This is a unique and really versatile treadmill. You can not only walk and jog, but you can sled push and choose between different resistance levels. The deck is also permanently inclined, so it's even more challenging than you can imagine. So if you're looking for a challenging cardio machine, stick around because this little treadmill has some impressive features. So sled treadmills are becoming more popular. We've done sled pushing on other treadmills like the NordicTrack X32i and X22i incline trainers, and some curved manual treadmills like the Bells of Steel Blitz, but the Xebex Trekker 4000 is made for sled pushing. You can also walk and jog on it, and I'll get into all of the training features in a moment, but all-in-one treadmills like this one that incorporate some strength training and cardio are becoming more popular. So although this is the first kind of this treadmill that we've tested, we're impressed. I think for starters, the price point is nice. The Trekker is $1,000, at least the time of filming this. Compared to other treadmills like the Bells of Steel Treadmill, the Trekker is much cheaper. It's more similar in price to the Sled Tread from the Tib Bar guy. It's not quite as versatile as the Sled Tread, but it has some nice training capabilities. Okay, so diving into the construction, the Xebex Trekker is a compact folding treadmill. Its dimensions are 60 inches long, 28 inches wide, and 60 inches tall. It doesn't take up too much space because the deck is shorter than other manual treadmills, especially curved manual ones. Along with being compact, the Trekker is pretty lightweight at only 143 pounds. It has two transportation wheels on the frame, so when it's folded, you can tip it back to engage those wheels. It's pretty easy to move because of its size and weight. And then to fold it, you lift up the back of the deck and push it up, and it locks into place with a pin locking system, so it's pretty light to fold up. And then to unfold, you pull the pin lock. Xebex says that it has a slow drop folding system that uses an air cylinder, but it's a little fast to unfold when you first pull the pin. I recommend holding onto the deck and guiding it down until you feel the drop system kick in. This is just a small thing. Overall, the folding system is nice, and it makes this already compact treadmill even more storable. And the overall frame is more similar to motorized folding treadmills. It's obviously better built than the cheap, flat, manual walking treadmills from knockoff brands on Amazon. These are only meant for walking, and they don't allow jogging or sled pushing like the Trekker. And the Trekker's frame is metal, and it sits under the front part of the deck. And then from the floor, there are two metal uprights that extend up, and then these hold the handles and the console. And like the frame and the uprights, the handles are metal. They feel sturdy along with the rest of the frame. Considering you are meant to push from the handles when you're using the sled feature, the handles are good for pushing against while sled pushing, and they're well within reach. Unfortunately, the Trekker only handles up to 265 pounds, so it isn't meant to handle a lot of weight. I wish it had a 300-pound weight limit at least. And with the deck having a belt, like most motorized treadmills that we test, it requires some maintenance, so you'll need to make sure that it stays properly lubricated and aligned when you use it. Being a manual treadmill, the Trekker 4000 doesn't have a motor. You control the pace of the belt. Manual treadmills can take some getting used to. The Trekker is a little bit easier to get used to than curved manual treadmills because the deck is flat and inclined. The resistance levels also make it easier to get used to. So how the Trekker works is you control the pace of the belt, so just like a curved manual treadmill, you push the belt, and then there are 10 levels of resistance to move the belt against. The resistance is what allows for the sled pushing. The levels go from 0 up to 9. Level 0 has the most amount of resistance, and level 9 has the least. Levels 0 to 3 are more for strength training and sled pushing. I have to push from the handles to get the belt going. Levels 4 through 9 are lighter, so you can move the belt faster for walking and even jogging. I can jog at the higher levels. There's still resistance at level 9, but I'm able to move the belt at a jogging pace. It's still really challenging to do this, but you can push the pace up a little bit here. There is a speed cap at 3.7 miles per hour, but you can push past this. The resistance just feels a little harder once you get over the 3.7 miles per hour. And when you're at that speed anyways, it feels challenging in general. This thing is tough. And because this is a compact treadmill, the belt is pretty small. It's 18 inches wide and 51 inches long. This isn't a running treadmill, so a long deck isn't really necessary. It's also set at a permanent incline, so it makes it harder, along with the resistance, of course. You have enough room to sled push. If you like to take really big strides while sled pushing, you might need to watch your step, but most people should have enough room. So along with the resistance, the deck is challenging because it's set at an incline at all times. There are two levels, 22% and 27%. The deck doesn't go flat at all. You can change between the two grades. There's a bar underneath the bottom of the deck. And the incline deck makes it really target your glutes, and I think it gives a whole new meaning to the popular 12-3-30 workout, if you've heard of it. Although, you can also flip around on the Trekker and train backwards too. So with the resistance and incline levels, the Xebex says that there are 3 training modes. There's sled mode, hike mode, and trek mode. You can sled push on the lower resistance levels and both inclines, and then you can hike on the lower incline and higher resistance levels, and then trek with the high incline and high resistance levels. I'm not sure what's harder, sled pushing at the lower incline or trekking at the high incline and high resistance levels. It's really tough in general. The resistance uses a generator, and it's designed for the resistance to feel heavier and more consistent than magnetic resistance, according to Xebex. It adjusts pretty evenly. Between levels 3 and 4, it feels a little bit more abrupt than the others. That's where we've found the distinction between the harder lower levels, where you need to push the belt more, and you push it more slowly, and you also sled push. Because of the higher resistance levels, then levels 4 through 9, I can move the belt faster. I don't love the warranty. Xebex includes a 5-year frame and 1-year parts warranty. We like to see at least 10 years for the frame. But the Trekker is fairly quiet. Since there isn't a motor, you don't have the rumbling sound of one. You do hear the belt moving against the resistance and your foot noise, but I'm going to hop on the Trekker in a moment so you can listen to it. But first, let's check out the console. So the Trekker is a manual treadmill, which means it doesn't require being plugged in. The console is a basic LCD screen that turns on when the belt gets moving. It isn't backlit, but it's easy enough to see in regular overhead lighting, and it's easy to use. All the buttons are labeled, and the arrows adjust the resistance. It tracks your time, distance, pace, speed, calories, watts, resistance level, and heart rate. It doesn't come with a heart rate monitor, but it connects to a compatible chest strap. You also have built-in workout settings to choose from. So there are Tabata intervals, inverted Tabatas, and custom interval settings to create your own. You can also set target time, distance, and calorie goals. These are all pretty standard for most manual treadmills. The Trekker also has preset custom and workout programs. There are 5 preset and 5 custom, and the manual shows what time and resistance are for each of the preset for all the segments of those workouts, so you can check that out. The preset and custom settings are nice to have for more structured training, and overall the console is really simple and uncomplicated. One thing I've noticed for safety is that the resistance sets to level 0, which is the most amount of resistance, which seems a little bit backwards to me, but anyway, it resets after a few minutes of inactivity, so when you step back on the belt, it won't move too fast. And then when you hop on for the first time, the Trekker starts at level 0. There isn't any storage, so you'll have to place your phone and water on the floor or on a table nearby, but you could just park the Trekker in front of your TV. All right, now I'm gonna hop on the Xebex Trekker so you can see and hear it in action. But first, if you find this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. We test and review all kinds of fitness equipment, so you know what to expect. All right, so I'm gonna start on the hardest level, which is level 0. And I'm at the highest incline. Now I'm gonna bump it up to level 3. Here's level 6. And here's level 9. And here's that 22% resistance, starting on level 0. Here's level 3. Here's level 6. And here's level 9. All right, here's Matt. He's 6'5" and he's a bit closer to the max weight limit, which is 265 pounds. He's 240. He's at the 27% incline at level 0, level 3, level 4, and level 9. Thanks for watching my review of the Xebex Trekker 4000. This is a challenging and versatile manual treadmill that you can walk, jog, and sled push forwards and backwards on. You control the pace of the belt, and there are 10 levels of resistance and 2 levels of incline to adjust your pace and intensity, although I'd always plan on getting in a hard workout on this thing because it's tough no matter the resistance thanks to the permanently inclined deck. It's a compact treadmill and folds up so it can work for many homes. It's also quiet and nicely priced compared to other sled treadmills. You can use it just about anywhere because it doesn't require being plugged in, and it has a simple console with onboard workout programs. Some things to keep in mind is that it only handles up to 265 pounds, and even though it doesn't have a motor, it still requires some maintenance with the belt, so you'll need to keep it properly lubricated and adjust it from time to time. Overall though, I think the Trekker is appealing for anyone who wants a tough workout. Whether you prefer cardio or strength training, this one is a good option since it incorporates a bit of both. It's not a running treadmill, but it will kick up your cardio training as well as work your muscles. To learn more, head over to treadmillreviewguru.com. I have a full review of the Trekker with even more details there. And for the current price, click the link below the like and subscribe buttons. This is our affiliate link, and purchasing through here helps us out so we can keep making reviews for you. And if you find this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. We test out all kinds of fitness equipment so you can find the best machine for you. I'm Sydney at TRG. I'll see you next time.